was even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
What's up, my crimers? Wait, did we never switch me back over to the other side? Oh, keep it this way.
Don't let it out that we sleep on other sides of the bed when no one's watching.
No, we're moving you back over. My internet's
Shout
been extra
out.
shitty,
No,
which we
I
should
don't like it.
only have to
Weird.
deal a little bit longer. The internet paid me, and by that I mean all you lovely folks have. So let's enjoy the brief 3 seconds of internet. Oh, there it goes.
38 seconds.
Should be fixed soon. You guys are unbelievably generous, especially Tomac with sending the honey before it starts, and then has sent me 4 or 5 dragon-based games just like now.
Oh,
Dragon,
man,
the Dragon Age games mostly, and then some
He
other
likes
random
you.
dragon. And I'm watching Tales from Earthsea, which you would think was about an anime about dragons, because there's a dragon on the cover. Lies. It's like I think one barely flies over because they used to exist or some shit.
Shout out. Well, we should probably address it now because before your camera, I sort of worked there for a second. He was just saying that a certain someone on Geeks and Gamers in the morning, I was halfway through, so I didn't get to see it because I hear it's towards the end. A certain someone super chatted promoting Friday night, Pre-FNT, and all the other fun things. Thank you, Hayden. So Hayden for 20. Work has suddenly blown up on me in the last hour this lovely Friday afternoon. It seems like I'm going to be pretty busy, but I'll be lurking when I can. Hail, brother. Appreciate it. Really do, man.
Hayden, whose channel has been popping off. I am so darn proud. I feel like a beauty pageant mom now. So we're gonna start doing drills every day, teaching him how to YouTube, and if he fails, I'm probably gonna have to beat him a little bit and then cover it up with makeup and stuff. We're so proud of you, Hayden.
He's tell anyone. Of us now.
Don't tell anyone that I hit you with the belt. But yes, one of us. I love it.
You might even get to like it.
And it's good, too. He's good. He's good. Because even if you're not the best, I think you should still, try. He is good.
I'm sure they appreciated that. Shout out, Clinton. What's going on, brother?
Hail, hail, hail. All right, so before we get into the Amandla cringe, I promise we're not playing the music video. I coincidentally like my audience, unlike Disney, so I will not be subjecting you to that. But
he's more twerking.
I figure we should go ahead and discuss how incredibly racist us clickbaiters are, apparently, according to her insanely cringe rap. So
that's good.
This book, every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh my god, I always forget how heavy it is. It's 50 issues. I've been loving it. I have been seriously neglecting my responsibilities to continue reading it.
No, this is the opposite. Hold on. We will not threaten you or you have to bribe us to stop playing it, but you do have to pay us to play it. We are not playing that shit unless you give him significance. I'm sorry. That shit was cancer. We all had to hear it a lot yesterday. Shout out to Warbreaker for becoming a YouTube member.
Warbreaker wants to see it too.
Bro. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. I'll let you decide if that counts to the level.
I don't have it pulled up, so I'll leave it to you. If you feel like
yeah, I would
Mr.
have to
Producer
find
Man,
it, so we'll see.
Let me know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Also, dude, I only got the 2-minute version. Apparently the full thing is over 3 minutes long, and I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't even make it through the 2 minutes.
No, I haven't been claimed yet, so let's see. She's apparently copyright claiming people. So
yes, we'll be talking about that.
Cancel Disney Plus.
Ooh, that one got a little good there at the end.
Thanks.
No thanks to me and my wailing. All right, so back to what up, Lady Andy? back to my incredibly important and timely story about
wasn't joking.
Spawn. Have
Yeah.
you all heard of this Spawn guy before? Todd McFarlane. Have you heard of Todd McFarlane, Badger?
I think I might be putting his kids through college.
Yeah, it's a possibility. So, did you know that Spawn is black?
I believe you.
So you're
Shut
gonna sell all your toys now, right?
No, I was fine. In fact, I knew that. And one of the first revelations as a child is when I found out that because he took his mask off, his face all burnt. You still can't tell what ethnicity he is most of the time. And it wasn't until you get to those original flashbacks. Oh, Al Simmons black, and of course Michael J. White. I believe in the movie, still a good one. Martin Sheen.
Yes, I am definitely gonna have to be watching that now. So
It's good.
for those who
For
know
the
the
90s.
story, when he comes back as Hellspawn, it's been 5 years. So his wife has remarried his best friend and work colleague.
As you do.
And
As
they
you do.
have the most adorable suburban black family. I freaking love it. It's so endearing and heartwarming. And they've got a little daughter who is just the freaking cutest. And then we talk about how we like getting called sweetie or honey pie or whatever from older fat black ladies.
Mhm.
There's the grandma. I don't even know if she has a name. I think
Well,
she might just
really,
be
any
called
older
grandma.
woman with like a southern accent for sure. On that one, also, I would qualify. Yeah, Keith David as Spawn. He's still playing the Spawn.
They work for the government and whatnot. They got good jobs. They're hardworking professionals and whatnot. Man, that was nice
Yeah.
when we could have good black characters and good black families and stuff. That
Yeah.
was fun. I wish
was
we could
fun.
go back to that.
If you die, I get to marry your wife. Those are the rules, just like that. Don't worry, I'll take good. You have cute little badger babies. You'll have no resentment whatsoever. You'll just get to stand there cool, staring with your cape flowing, your chains.
I won't kill you, but I will stalk you.
It's super weird to marry your best friend's wife when he dies, your coworker. I get it.
Can we talk about Hunter Biden?
That's right.
His
That's right. That did
sister-in-law,
happen. Yeah.
his brother dies, and then he starts dating his brother's widow, and then gets her to start smoking crack.
It's some real Legends of the Fall shit. You seen that movie? Shout out, Vlad.
Yes, it's about golf or shooting rockets up. What movie are we talking about? I already forgot what we're
Legends of the
talking
Fall.
about. That's what I have obviously seen
Brad
it.
Pitt. He fights a bear. It's really cool. But yeah, no, Spawn. Great. I have, like I said, one of the first comics I ever got is Spawn fights Batman. And then 20 years later, we get, they did it again. So this is the collected edition.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Showing
I
things
just-
breaks your
I
camera.
just got 2 singles.
Look.
Yeah, wait, why
let's
did
both-
it break it?
Let's both
It's
go off.
jealous.
There you
the
go.
hell spawn. No, you
Fixed.
son of a gun.
It fixed it.
We just lost all of our viewers. All right, so
How does EFAP do it? No one's ever on camera.
I know, right? So we bring this up because of obviously Amanda's insanely cringe
Hey, go back. Your
rap.
camera looked good.
It says it's at 1. How about now? How is it?
Yeah,
How is it now?
keep it yeah, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'll tell
All
you
right.
if it gets awkward.
Good. I don't believe you. So, of course, in it, she basically calls out our people, calls us clickbaiters, which is a slur.
You mean
Thank
humanity, humans? What do you, when you say our people? What do you mean?
It's normal people who aren't infected by the woke mind virus. People of many ethnicities. They just call us all white people now. Oh my god.
Gondor has no king. Gondor
This-
needs no king.
Probably the thing I most remember from Furiosa is also the nipple chains.
Look at that classic suit. That if you want that suit, that classic one, you got to buy it, and it comes with the Todd McFarlane action figure that everyone is lamenting having to buy that. Having to have a Todd action figure. It's a good book. Spawn.
So thank you for reminding us, Big Rat Killer, that Amandla indeed is also one of us evil whites.
It's always
And
the
has-
light-skinned black girls that complain about racism when they all have a white parent and would face statistically the least amount of racism compared to the black experience. Now, Jodie Turner Smith wants to come out and do a song about racism. Yes, queen. Yes, that I'm a little more amicable to. But her, who, as was been pointed out, she's had like modeling gigs with Disney since she was 4. Baby girl, honey child. Where was the struggle when you've been getting
Yeah,
paid
was
by
she in-
Disney since you were 4?
Hunger Games or something like that? Wasn't she in some young adult movie?
The point is, she has not been doing the struggle. She's not been working them streets, selling drugs, and had to come out of any sort of crazy struggle and then faced a baton or a baton of racisms. Look them up. Their words. Probably not.
Yeah, batoons. Yes. And there was an interview she did that went a little viral for one clip. I don't even remember what it was she said in there. But all of it, she was talking to a quite black woman. And pretty much all of it was about her light skin privilege. And she had to do the classic, like, I am an ally and I acknowledge my light skin privilege.
Yeah.
And I know when and like where it's appropriate to take space.
It's sort of like what happened when Chinese audiences rejected Simu Liu for because it was like, we were like, oh, look, we hired, by American standards, a good-looking Asian dude, but by their standards, like, oh, he's fucking ugly. And it's a lot of the same things when we hire light skins. Like, oh, look, a light-skinned black person. Look how progressive we are. But meanwhile, the dudes that are blacker than that are like, oh, but you had to get one that looked white. You couldn't get like an actual representation. That's the whole joke.
A lot of Africans don't even like think African Americans are African.
The comment section
or like black
on her video is filled with black people outside of America. I got to tell you, not happy with you guys. If you wanted to know what your your level of rating is outside the country, they're not
never
happy.
Enough.
Yeah,
and that's the whole thing. Is even if you grovel and you're like, I'm an ally and I acknowledge my light skin privilege, even then, that's just like when people get canceled and they apologize.
But this is it.
It's the blood in the water for the woke sharks.
Yeah, but this is really what it is. Yeah.
She's a daywalker.
Yeah, trying to think of like an equivalent of it, but that is basically what it is.
So when I saw it, I was already like, this is damn near maximum cringe. And it wasn't, it was several hours before I learned that this was in celebration of Juneteenth, whatever the hell that is.
And then shout out to Atreus. Yeah, and like I famously said, a lot of black people in this country don't even know what the fuck Juneteenth is. I once was going to the bank and it was closed, and I was fuck, Juneteenth. And as I turned around, an older black lady was walking towards me. She goes, "Is it closed?" And I was like, "Yeah, Juneteenth." She goes, "What's that?" And I said, "It's the day black people were officially." And she's like, "Oh, but so the bank is closed?" I was like, "Yeah." All she cared was the bank is closed. Nothing to do with the supposed holiday for her. Yeah, it really will never not be funny. That is true also.
They virtue signaled a holiday into existence, which of course we've got all the ridiculous holidays, but they're like, this is a like bank and like government holiday. And that's when it's just like, bros, you're losing your damn minds. Come back to reality. Juneteenth, really? Okay.
I'll pull this one too. I got some black friends too. Never heard them say, "Hey, bro, you want to come over and smoke some blunts in honor of Juneteenth?" Yeah, just never something that's happened. Unfortunately, it's almost like even they don't give a shit about that particular one. I also think a lot of them have the Morgan Freeman, and shout out to Morgan Freeman, who came out again saying that like, I don't want a Black History Month or a June or anything like this. Like, my history is American history. Which is fucking true.
Take the African off of African American and call yourself American.
Unless you actually came from Africa, don't put African in front of your name. You're Black American.
No,
I'm not a European American, even if I can trace my roots there.
You're living in America? No, you're not African. Sorry, bro. You're American.
Elon Musk is an African American.
No, he's just an American.
South African American. No, didn't he come from? If you've come from,
I don't give a fuck where you came from. I used to come from like British land or whatever. Do I call myself British American?
No. Like I think like if you literally in your lifetime lived in another country, then that would be applicable.
Good. Stay in that fucking country then.
Just
stay there. If you come here, you're an American.
Here, you just drop it. You just say,
or fuck off back to Retardistan where you
shout out. Yeah, I don't think they let you back into Retardistan. Tomahawk for 20.
Send AOC back to Retardistan.
A lot of us. They snuck out and they're not letting them back in. So how much of the MCU would you guys say is lower quality than the Blade TV series?
Blade TV series?
this motherfucker doesn't know. I actually watched that Blade TV series. I remember it being good, kind of good. Yeah, that was the rub, is that everyone was like a Blade TV series, but it was sort of like not bad. Sort of respect. It wasn't Wesley Snipes, but it wasn't bad. And that if Marvel released that right now today, we would be like, oh, they can make good. That's how far it's fallen.
So if I move to Japan and I start telling everyone they have to call me American Japanese, I would hope that they would shame me out of the country.
No, but if you lived there at any time that you came over and you had citizenship, you could call you a Japanese American. What if you have dual citizenship? Can you say that you have dual citizenship?
Fuck your hyphens.
I'm a Canadian American. I've got both.
Well, then you're just a damn dirty globalist at that point.
Pick a side. Yeah. We know what globalist is. I laughed my balls off when I heard that one.
ABF, Hayden, if you're still listening, you guys into politics, this guy just found out that they say that if you say globalist, you actually secretly mean Jew.
Oh yeah,
he just discovered it
in the Assassin's Creed subreddit. I'm a sweet baby summer child. I know. I've never that was a leap. I was like, what? Yeah. So funny.
Oh wait, okay, wait. So what's
Blade?
Well,
yeah.
Wait, so you've seen? Okay, here's the problem. So he has seen the Blade TV series, but he didn't, like me, go see like the Marvels or Madam Web. So we each know this, so it's kind of hard to compare the two. Yeah, I know. See, that's the big one. George Soros.
You did miss us reacting to the Alec Baldwin, like all those allegations of what he did on set. I lost my shit. I made a video about it that's out. But bro, yeah, he broke every single gun rule, and then he added a few that we now need to make. By the way, don't use a gun as a laser pointer. Apparently needs to be added. I guess it was implied by the floor.
Blanks at people as a prank, bro.
I guess much like don't spill hot coffee on your lap, we now need to explicitly say what not to do with a gun.
Oh my god.
It was bad, bro. But yeah, shout out. We missed you yesterday.
I mean, I was just kind of hoping he got in trouble because it'd be funny, but now I'm like,
oh, no, he needs to go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he needs to go to jail.
Before he kills another.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, just I don't like most of the time people are made examples, because most of the time they're made examples for the wrong reason. This is a great person to make an example of for all the right reasons.
Make it a hate crime while you're at it.
All the Hollywood celebs who treat guns as a way to make money while talking shit on good, honest American gun owners who use it for hunting and sport and all the different things. And then they go and they use them and they treat them with disrespect, and look what happens. Yeah. Oh, I hope they throw all the books at him and then write new ones and print them and throw them.
Like, oh my god, I can barely lift this with one hand. This is probably the starting book we would go with.
Oh no, he broke that.
Up from there.
Broke that. Rush the Armor to Reload.
Yeah, because he was the producer, which we knew. So it's like, oh, he was running shit and he was being a giant asshole, like we know he is.
It wasn't Union because oh man, it's a fucking litany. It really is. It's a smorgasbord of bad things to do. I like by the end of you describing it, I was like, oh my god. Yeah. No, the ABF will no longer be talked about, and the only ABF that will be talked about is this one. So the real one, enjoy that reality show, Alec, and then we'll just have our ABF.
Oh my god, yeah, and I'd already forgotten about the reality show. Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to watch him like play cops and robbers with his kid and then accidentally
It's the one we both deserve and need right now.
Yeah, like, bro. Well,
look at this.
Who would have guessed?
Yes, we did. And it's funny you bring that up, Phoenix Scribe. That's a good segue. Thank you. We did have a lot. And I have to believe, and when we talk about it too, because we will talk about it, aside from this, which, dear God, no, we won't play it. Amandla and her fun little music video. By the way, still would.
Doesn't know what gender she is. All right, sounds good. You're allowed to not know what gender you are. You should not be able to drive a vehicle. I think that's fair.
But here's my question. Right? I'm serious, though. I'm serious. If you're non-binary, it means you don't identify as a man or a woman.
Inherent in non-binary is a binary.
So you're not a man, you're not male or
and
female.
Vice versa.
But you're gay. And to be gay means you are attracted to the same sex. So, technically, if she's non-binary, but she's gay, it means that she's she's also attracted to both men and women, which would mean she's bi. Right?
I didn't take enough visual to understand that. Sorry.
I need a chalkboard or something behind me. I'm only one man. I don't understand. Turned to Chris Farley there for a second. Sorry,
I was running from city to speak on a story. You know the one. Police murdering a black boy. Oh my, does she know what rhyming is? Or like, I think she has what, like 3 or 4 lines, maybe actually rhyme with something else beforehand.
Yeah. And not that fun grifting where you just capitalize on the algorithm or manipulate people into super chats by not playing a horrible music video, or cat ears, or whatever works, or Superman
broken internet,
whatever broken internet, exactly, whatever the soup of the day is. No. Whoa. By the way, when she was walking down the street, I see people like that all the time.
What do you mean?
Crazy and just dancing to themselves and all that. By the way, shout out to Papa Badger. He made a very astute observation. He goes, did you notice that she went with her natural afro haircut for that one so that she could look as you know, a natural oppressed as possible? No braids or straightened hair for her.
Oh yeah. Oh, I also love how her afro, when most of the picture she has the afro, it's blonde.
Pretty bad, dude.
Oh, it's terrible, but it's also blonde.
The beating started to get because she doesn't know that this is how she talks. She whispers. She talks like,
wait, no, hey, my people cried in the theaters finding release. White people cried. They could see us as human beings.
Yeah, that's police. I know it was all in the context of a movie called The Hate You Give, which was about police brutality. Shocking if you look up the actual statistics on who's brutalized by the police. Also, I wonder what she feels about an average night in Chicago's statistics. Black on black crime. Oh, by the way, the spoiler answer to that is that's white people's fault too. It's funny how that works. Apparently, you reading the lyrics?
No, I'm reading. Tomac says his steam point balance is now broken 1 million. I may have a problem.
And those points
are
worthless.
You do indeed have a problem.
I will get those points are worthless. All it does is let you get like stickers and themes and.
Hey, you shut up.
No, I'm sorry.
Those are some very nice stickers. You're just jealous that you don't have 1 million Steam points.
Say what you want about Xbox and Game Pass, but at least with their gamer rewards, you can actually buy things and it translates to real money. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
How Star Wars does this feel to you?
She's got a decent stance. It's fine. I mean, she needs to twist her hips a little bit and, maybe a leg back, but it's fine. It's fine.
I feel like she's going to just joke around and accidentally kill like an executive producer or something. Because she's not practicing good lightsaber safety.
Is it supposed to be Pride? Is that why the lightsabers are arranged like that? Or is that just happenstance?
That's so stupid. Why would you think that? We're not talking about Wikipedia now, are we, Badger?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
compromised. By the way, it's been compromised for years.
Harry Potter, their like fandom wiki is also rainbow colors.
Dobby cannot talk about Harry Potter. He owes back taxes. Actually, Dobby does not owe back taxes, so I can't make that joke anymore. They don't let me.
The Ministry is a very oppressive, patriarchal group, and we here do not associate with them. Thank you, Voldemort 2024. Sons and Shadows, yes, thank you, Dobby. If they had a Dobby McFarlane, I would buy him.
Yeah, I think we should start calling Amandla a muggle. So, everyone's been reporting on this wonderful song. You think similar to Sweet Baby Ink Detective, they'd be really excited about this, right?
I'm picturing Dobby making a video like this on the streets of Hogsmeade or Gringotts Alley. Dobby was oppressed. I can't sing as Dobby yet.
And it's just like everyone walking by and hitting him and calling him slurs.
Who's this? Well, Dobby is a free elf. Yeah, he's got a sock and everything. It's very official. Just don't read past certain books.
Everyone like pulls their socks up to make sure he can't steal them and stuff, because the stereotype is that the house elves are always stealing people's socks.
I mean, they are sort of indentured permanent servitudes. We don't.
They like it.
Slurs.
No, they like it. Thank you. They like being slave servants.
Dobby is free, but still oppressed. Much patriarchy still exists.
You drink butterbeer.
Honestly, I think I'd like to learn more. We need a spin-off of the house elves.
I would take it. I'll take a house elf. If you're black and you don't like Acolyte, you definitely get accused of being a house elf.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Okay. Continuing. So, of course, everyone is reporting on this wonderful song. You think she would love it? No, they've been copyright claiming, of course. And she's got like a company or
gotten it
whatever
yet.
that's doing it. Well, yeah, you just got to do like bits and pieces here and there, you know, pause and such. But, Russ.
Dobby was promised 40 acres and a hippogriff.
So, of course, as if we didn't have reason enough to hate her, now she's copyright striking, or her company is copyright striking.
I don't even
which just
hate
made me
her.
think that's like a professionally done song. Other professionals like signed off on it.
Yeah, same. But
Oh,
also,
80 hey, some mod, please drop link. Hayden, we gotta get
Shout
Hayden
out.
to 100 subs.
shout out. I would say also we might be too small of a channel for it to notice yet, and it like takes time for her to get to
Well-
us. Who cares? Like, just get it while the getting's good. If she wants to claim it, I'll just unlist it. It's fine. But that's the thing, because you said, I know you used it as just a turn of phrase. I don't hate her. I don't hate Leslie, although I highly suspect there's some things she's done that I probably should hate her for. It's a great empathetic sadness that I feel for them.
That's what I was saying with the Gamergate
Great
2 stuff.
empathetic
Is
sadness.
I got to a certain point where I realized like we are punching down here.
No. It's a sad narcissistic mental illness that has compromised them. And all we can do is laugh and meme and point it out, but I don't actually care in that way. I'm not angry at them or mad and hateful. And that's what really bothers them. Don't actually care like that.
I got some serious white people problems. I just almost slipped on $100 bill. I gotta be more careful. I love the places these things land. Oh my God. I gotta whip out the camera so you guys. The
Shut
things
up,
that
the
they like
left.
stick into places, I find them in the craziest places. I swear,
What?
one of these days I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be one that somehow got in my bed. It's gonna be all like bloody and stuff.
Be a horse head.
40% of hippogriff, yes. Well, those hippogriffs are a little temperamental. They probably.
You know
kick
what?
the shit
Okay,
out of
so I
me
missed
also.
this. I did see a lawsuit in Wikipedia. Was that Theory saying he's going to sue Wikipedia?
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and skip to that. We'll skip.
Sorry,
over
because
Genzo Keys
that's
to that.
genius.
Have you not seen it?
No, I didn't look. Okay.
I do not condone threats. I also do not appreciate slander and defamation to my brand/company for things I've never said, stated, insinuated, or purported on my behalf or to my fan base. And Magna Defender just super chatted. I know it's going to be as based as possible. Any defamation will result in legal action at my discretion, as this is becoming quite a large public issue. I take these allegations very seriously.
They're going to fucking try and J.K. Rowling him, where they're going to, you know what I'm saying? And just, yeah, hell yeah.
And,
what's the actual?
And it was Wookiee. So it was some loser, Pete Fletcher. It's one of those servers, bro. He's
like
one of those
Felcher.
just hate on us, Star Wars fan chill YouTubers. And then I think Star Wars Theory got in on that, and then whatever Wikipedia ended up getting in on it and doing their thing. And basically they were saying that they were accusing him of sending his people to death threat them.
Yeah, I see that. And then
Over the
covering
Wikipedia
casually by
changes.
saying, remember, look, Theory doesn't need to qualify anything. We're lucky he even says that. We're fucking all adults, and anything an adult does on their own is not in theory. Even him saying, remember, be respectful. Remember when Trump said, do it peacefully and respectfully, and no one listened? The Magna Defender for 10. Ever seen H? Yes, we have, Ethan.
Oh, I know who he is.
horrible.
I've
I
never
don't even want to
seen
cite
him.
him. I've seen
I
him.
tried to watch him for like 5 minutes years ago to see, because I was like, I keep hearing about him. And his wife,
It's
like,
bad.
it's so, but apparently they used to be pretty freaking based. ABF getting up in here.
Yeah,
now,
he
too.
was a normal
Hot
YouTuber,
darn.
got sucked into the woke wormhole. For some reason, he gets 60.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
that's it's their balance. For the Jedi, they're the Sith.
A lot
The
of that
podcast
stuff's
is
like
garbage.
legacy.
Bro, there's a bunch of people. Okay, we're gonna get caught. Okay, Cerberus, this is actually getting caught behind. Cerberus for
bro, I
10
know.
Nerd Wars memberships.
We're behind on super chats. I love it.
Nerd Wars. Power
I
through
love
Nerd Wars. 10
Thank you,
memberships.
Cerberus.
Thank you, Cerberus.
Oh, I actually got it pulled up. Who did he get?
The
Anyone good?
three-headed demon
Oh.
dog guardian.
Damn, he got a bunch of good ones. Yeah, we got R2-L2, Shrapnel, Kane, Lizard, man, Blabs, Tartard, Freddie York, Sunset Shadow. Holy shit. 10 out of 10. Perfect. Got like 10 of our homiest of homies. Well
I don't
done,
know what
Cerberus.
you did, but you did it. Look what you did, you little jerk. Shout out ABF for 20. There's no turning back for Star Wars Theory now. Watching it unfold.
That-
So, look,
That's the whole point of why I brought
Then I'll
that
address
up.
this.
Nailed it, ABF. Thank you.
Theory passed that line a long time ago. a long time ago. And he came out, honestly, when Pablo, whether that was a misunderstanding or not, Pablo talking about him crying at the end, which, by the way, I was watching Star Wars Theory on that live stream watch party when Luke came back, and I was like, is that fucking alone? Yeah, guess who else had tears coming down his eyes? This Badger right here. So when attack on one, it's an attack on all of us.
I just learned that. Like, you told me about it, I think, just like a day or two ago. And I'm like, wait, everyone hates Star Wars, but like the one guy, big guy they have left who's still like, okay, I'm liking this so much it made me tear up. And then they make fun of him for it?
Yeah. Now, the argument, because I have seen this made, is that Pablo, what he said, he was saying as sarcastic. Like, yeah, totally. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Just because of a bunch of other things Pablo has said. I think that's a cope. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up FNT. Oh, not up yet. Yeah, no. I think that's when Theory checked out. And then he really started just telling his just any sort of criticism or acknowledgement of something not working. Well, we see what they do to us. They do it to my God. Just today, looking at his subreddit, not his, but it's like a fan made Star Wars thing. They hate him. They hate him. It's like, bro, take your own advice. When you're like, if you hate Disney Star Wars so much, why are you watching? If you hate Theory so much, then fuck off. Fuck off. Go watch one of the mini shill channels.
Yeah, the difference is like, because they say that to us, don't watch the Acolyte if you don't like it, but they are like actively like going after him
with peace and love. Like, if you don't like Theory,
like crazy
and his honest opinions, instead of calling him a racist and sexist and pointing out all the other people that make the same criticisms, how about you just go with God to a YouTuber that does like that and you watch that? Or maybe you should see that the reason so many people are watching the people that are talking shit on it is because the vast majority of people don't like it.
Yeah.
Sink out of my chair now like Az.
Hey, I also do that as well. Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm going to really fall.
Hollywood really makes it happen to us.
So I support Theory in this 100%.
And also there's a big difference between being a reply guy to a YouTuber and like downvoting or leaving a review on Rotten Tomatoes of bajillionaire Disney with all their billions to waste. Apparently they don't really need money. They're just throwing it away at this point. Downvoting them is a hell of a lot different than being a reply guy to Theory.
By the way, what a piece. That's the other thing is like Theory is sort of like the nicest guy. That's why I've watched him for so many years. He's like the nicest guy.
I was just thinking about that today because I had asked you when I first saw him because I hadn't really seen much with him. I was like, is he sad? Is he doing okay? And it's just because he's like so chill.
Peace and love, Sonia.
And that's such a perfect person to like represent us. And he's more in the middle and whatnot. And he does still like some of the stuff. Like
he's like the Force.
He's perfect.
He's perfectly balanced. He is actually look.
His name is Star Wars. He's like Theory, a Cabrutus. He reminds me of Cabrutus.
So Theory can turn. Yes, he is just a kind-hearted, he can turn into a fanboy real quick, and I love that. That's why his Star Wars theories are so good. But he does understand Force and magic debate aside. He does understand Star Wars and the Force, and I think far better in the vein of George Lucas than anyone we got behind the wheel, including Filoni, which I'm seeing his journey. He's realizing it. Filoni is a deceiver. He's a deceiver.
And as we know, one thing they hate, comedy. And as we've seen from that parody video he put out, dude is funny.
It's not. I understand what you're saying.
They do not like that.
Here's the thing. Theory's one of those dudes that he's really cool and really nice until he's not, and then you don't want to see him. He's like one of those dudes. So it's like it's the reason Anakin is his favorite. So he tries to play it cool, and that's the appropriate way to play it. And I know maybe that comes off as maybe beta-y. He's not. You ever seen that motherfucker?
Well,
I know, but you know how much testosterone you have to have?
Do you think that's because
he was controlled?
He was a nerd who got bullied for liking Star Wars when he was a kid?
So he understands the power of strength.
When I found that out, and then I was like, oh, wait, he's super jacked now? And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense.
It's sort of like that speech that they gave to Captain America. Sorry, you could do that. It's like that speech he gave to Captain America that a weak man who's then given power understands that power, and that's Theory. Theory was literally a skinny nerd who turned into a jack dude that makes a bunch of money. He's like the biggest YouTuber. So it's like he understands all that, and so he's controlled. That's all I'll say about that. And shout out, we should have more jack dudes with money that are self-controlled and then control. What does Jordan Peterson say? We need to be controlled monsters.
Sure, yes.
So we
Yes.
can be unleashed,
But
protect the women and children, that be unleashed.
we've got a few examples, like Carudis, who was great representation for us. But I even
Very
remember
soft spoken.
the Catholic school kid wearing the MAGA hat who had the crazy Indian activist dude banging the drum in his face. And then now the kid's like super fucking rich because he got so lied about and fake newsed on. His whole like response afterwards was like, I didn't know what was going on. I just tried to smile and look friendly, so people knew there wasn't any like issue. And I'm like, oh my God, like how adorable. And wow, we got lucky, because if I was in that situation and that retard was going like that on a drum in my face, it would have gone considerably differently probably. So we keep lucking out.
I do
and
think, yeah, for sure.
it's good to have that. Calmer minds generally do tend to prevail. So
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I'm happy to have Theory on our side. And like like we were talking about various stuff, and you might have some complaints about Floney or whatever with him. And I always just got to bring up, like, bro had a stream with Ryan Kennel. Like he has come so far, and it's like my buddy. I used to try to tell him about politics and didn't care at all. And now he's like, why won't my wife care about politics? And I'm like, bro, it's just, everyone comes at their own speed.
I was telling you, Crowder. Yeah, it is a good one though, Brown.
I was trying to think of that. Thank you, Russ.
The first revelation for me with Star Wars Theory was that he knew Jeremy. From Geeks and Gamers. And then they used to, I said, him and Drunk 3PO, Jeremy, used to have Drunk Cobra Theory. Like they did 3 or 4 or 5, like they did episodes for a while. And then, knowing RK Outpost, which we all acknowledge is like one of the more knowledgeable, like, if he was a Star Wars only channel.
He's the exact opposite. Talk about like the yin and yang, dark and light of Star Wars, and oh my God, those two are like yin and yang.
Well, that's why I like Ryan and Theory, because I started off like Ryan. As soon as I heard that the Legends got taken out, I blackpilled. I was like, oh, it's all going to be ruined. But then the Marvel movies, and I was like, oh, well, maybe they'll just take the best of the. And so, like Theory, I was trying to see the best in it, and now I'm right back to where I was with Ryan back in the day. It's like, nah, Star Wars is everything before Disney bought it. Everything after that is Disney Star Wars. So enjoy the ride of them doing whatever they're doing and not hiring white men.
Change Wikipedia all you want. You're never changing the headcanon, baby.
You could flip that window open and closed all you want of changing dates. And that's, by the way, that's the other big rub with like Kiadi Mundi. It was never really announced in canon. And then people go, well, it was announced in this game and this game and this card. Well, that's not real canon. That's not the movies. If it wasn't said in the movies, then it doesn't count. But even if it was said in the movies, they'd find a way to explain it. So, all right. Thank you, John. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyone new around these parts, we do keep track of FNT, and we will let you know as soon as it starts. And we are that wonderful little 3 to 15 minutes you could enjoy before while they're all late and gay.
And significantly sometimes.
The amount of people, like having him on our side of the internet really helps, because we ask people often like how they found it. Tomok found us all through Shadiversity.
Really?
Yeah, which is like, what? Wait, Magnol getting up in here. Oh yeah, 50 episodes.
Oh yeah,
guys,
congrats on 50 episodes and a great job on the FNT Acolyte review. Yeah. Oh, I did watch that Nerdwolf. Very good, very good. Sure, John will link that in the chat, but wait till after we're done streaming to watch it. But yes, you should have made it a premiere, and then we could have rated next time. Make it a premiere. We'll rate our stream.
I was going to,
but
good. I don't know, like uploading it and then having a stream. I don't know how the algorithm likes that and whatnot. Last time I did that, it did.
I won't ruin the joke, but I will just say that my favorite part is Kylo kneeling in a scene. There's a scene you have Kylo kneeling.
Oh yeah, dude, that worked out really well, dude.
You might be an editor. I don't know. Maybe you should think about getting a job sometime with that.
I googled Star Wars kneeling and that popped up, and I'm like,
this is great. I don't know.
So this is great. Yeah, so I used to drop 50s on FNT to promote the documentary, and then today, Hayden was generous enough to drop a 50 to promote this stream on Geeks and Gamers Daily. And then on this stream, we are promoting Hayden's channel. It's everyone. The synergy. It's I
like this. Everyone's saying what their entry point was.
Oh yes, I'd love to hear. Let us know.
Yeah, Mauler. The other one said it was Nerdrotic.
Yeah, for a lot of us, including ABF and Hayden, was when Quarter Black came back to Crowder and he's rocking the Nerdrotic shirt and shouted him out. And that's when I was like, oh, I'll check him out. And then Ryan's racism on FNT is what sold me. I mean, his humor. Ryan being so hilarious is what sold me.
I think I famously said that the first person that I still counts as Anna, that Star Wars girl, talking about Captain Marvel, because I was getting called a sexist for not like all the Marvel movies, and all of a sudden Captain Marvel came out. I was like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I don't really care about Captain Marvel to begin with. And there's something about this before she said anything, by the way. And I found Anna talking about it. I was like, oh, good. And that led me to Drinker and Gary.
Wait,
Drinker
yeah, actually,
Gary.
I realized, where's that at? I realized I'm not subscribed on my personal channel yet, so we should be able to get it to 92.
Smash!
Pop up. Where'd you go? I don't think it popped up anywhere. Damn it. Oh, wait, there it is. No, that's wrong.
Jesus Davila.
Oh,
Shout
Jesus
out.
up in here.
That's a name
Hail,
we know.
homie. Hail.
What? Gifted membership.
Absolute pleasure to have you here.
Shout
Oh, wait,
out.
no, here, these actually, pretend I got bit by a radioactive $100 bill. All right, there we go.
That's funny. Ryan really was the diversity officer. That's so funny.
Yes.
Sargon of Akkad recommended Drinker. Then that led me to Gary. Yeah, I remember first time I watched FNT, Az made me stop watching because I was like, who the fuck is this loud, angry, bald British
My
dude?
dad and your mom do not like Az.
Which apparently is what made certain Mama Badger also stop watching FNT. But then I started watching Az's, like it was when he was using the whiteboard back in the day, like
for like thumbnails.
and this weird
That's
baby
so bad.
face that looked like a weird baby. I was like, what the fuck? And so I started watching Az. And so then, like, I don't know, you just have to get accustomed. So I like Az, obviously.
He's an acquired taste.
He's
Let's
an
just
acquired
say
taste. He's an acquired taste.
One of my comments in the video was concerning maybe don't have his laughing and stuff like that. I like him. I like his.
I would tell Az I don't like when he does his fake
But
laugh sometimes. But yes, other than that, I do
It's
like
an
Az.
acquired taste.
It's acquired
I
taste.
get
Like
it.
I said, I love him though. I'm telling you, I remember FNT when it was just a couple thousand, like not even 1,000, it was like 2,000.
Yeah, this
which
guy.
is, I'm late.
He
but-
was here way before me. And
No,
then
it was like
so okay,
2018.
So
when
here
I
we go.
started.
So Sargon, he put out a video or a post saying he was looking for an editor and do it in this style, like and link someone's video. And I'm like, oh crap, that's really good. So I got like a stock footage website, and then that's when I first started using Adobe Premiere. And then that first one I made to try to be Sargon's editor, he got overwhelmed with entries. So I don't think he ever even hired anyone. But one of the people who I had met from doing InfoWars contests sent it to their news director. And when Band.video was like just created, he put it on Band.video. It was like the 10th video on Band.video or something. And then that's when I was like, oh, well, I'm going to make more of those. And then I made bigger, longer documentaries, which got me a channel on Band. And then when I was like, I want to do another one, that's when I was like, do I do politics or culture war? And that's how I created my documentary, which finished. And you left a comment saying, oh, I hope I can get in one of these videos someday. And I was like, hey, you want to come be on the stream? Because I needed a co-host. Because, God, I know you guys don't want to see me just out here the whole time. And then this happened. And then like a month and a half later, after we started streaming, you're on open bar and stuff. The synergy is, when I say nerds can save the world, I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not just clickbaiting. We can save the fucking world, guys.
Yeah, by the way, I've always
you,
said
Gary.
that in addition to Gary, like just repeatedly and radicalizing me,
Yeah.
it was watching Nerd Wars documentary, putting all of them together.
So Gary and Jeremy make you guys want to do it. I'm the one that provides that swift kick in the butt that gets you off the couch to actually do it.
By the way, real quick, because a non-believer had to come in while we were all fucking preaching in church and ruin it. But real quick, yeah. Bro, I've already said this isn't even a fucking hot take. As far as Star Wars from Disney, yeah, it's just as bad / good as all the other ones. The only thing that we're really upset about is it's funny that you fucked up Kiadi Moondine's age. He's not born yet. It's the Immaculate Conception that sort of ruins Anakin's arc. But even that has yet to be proven that they actually did it. So, like, enjoy your show. Can we go back to fucking blowing each other and talking about how we got into the Fellowship? God,
I wanted to like it.
I always want to ruin it.
I wanted
I did want to like it.
I went in wanting to like it, and they make you immediately hate it, and then it never. This guy, I keep wanting a character to like. I can't find anything to
I
care
like
about. And this
Soul.
guy, this guy's like, I like Soul and all this. I'm like, how and whatnot. And
He's a
all
Jedi.
like,
He sees the best in people. He's a little too emotionally attached. Needs to remember the code and all that. But
whereas, and then you think maybe the pronoun stuff got a little overblown and whatnot. Turns out we all have different opinions.
Yeah.
I wish I liked it more. I gave it a 1.5 out of 5. By the end of it, I'm probably gonna have to move that to a 1 out of 5.
Phoenix grabbed a 5.
That's not my fault.
No, it's called adjusting your opinion with new information. That's what an educated person does. And apparently, Mr. Irwin is an educated man. I found Irwin because of his amazing documentaries and Badger through recommendations. Shout out to those people. I also remember creating my first book as a Stan Lee tribute. Shout out to Stan Lee.
We're all standing on the shoulders of giants.
The man.
And
shout out. Kid.
And once you like kind of get more into this world and you like meet some people, like Badger often tells me about this because he's going on other people's streams. Everyone's super unprofessional, doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Somehow we are actually one of the more professional streams.
Say it like that. How dare you? What I did say is we do put far more pre-time into our streams than some of the streams I've gone to. It's like, 5 minutes before? All right. But hey, I guess some people just have it like that.
Oh, and hey, I'm not like shaming them or anything. It's just that's what I'm saying
retarded.
is anyone can do this. Anyone. And I know there's certain people aren't able to do it and whatnot, but I know there's so many people out there like Badger and Hayden who if they would just take the initiative and do it, that they would do a really good job. And I'm so freaking proud of both of you. And kicking you the butt's fine, but now I get to be that anchor holding you down from going up being Mr. Hollywood. So
I will say this from the beginning. Irwin has been like, dibs, you're going to the top. And fucking he's like, he told me I'll surpass him. And so he said all the things that I laughed at, but he was my Morpheus for a long time telling me, no, you don't get it. You're going to be able to stop bullets. You're going to go on open bar. And did not believe him. And so as I started to believe, and I do owe that all to, obviously a lot of support from my brother and family.
I told Hayden he'd get to 100 subs, like no problem, which getting from 0 to 100 is the same as 100 to 1,000, which is the same from like 1,000 to 10,000. The same amount of time and work you have to put in. And he's already about to hit 100. His first video broke 100 views, had like Jeremy commenting, all the chat commenting. Like, we have something special here.
So here's what I'm saying. If I'm saying anything is listen to Irwin. He knows what he's at least in the YouTube space.
Yes.
I don't know about his movie opinions, but for the YouTube space, if you have an inkling of passion, will, and talent, and you dedicate yourself to the muse, which I now am convinced is a real thing, it will come if you give into it and you buckle down. And this guy might know what he's talking about. I don't know about you.
I think it's a race between Hayden and Badger to see who gets on FNT first.
Oh, Hayden will get on there. He knows them all. He's met them. Hayden and ABF could get on anytime they want, I think.
Yeah, thankfully I didn't have to kick Hayden too hard in the butt. Just a little love pat,
I'm circling FNT.
A good game.
Apparently, Expert Girl
ABF
has
as well.
my email. So.
ABF also crushing it. GCA guys doing great over there.
Look at this guy. Cheers.
Always a pleasure having you, Space Rebel. All right, so we're like 12 minutes. So let's get to James O'Keefe, O'Keefe Media Group. OMG. Got another one. This time, not a gay one.
First of all, as we're about to see, I wouldn't be hired anyway, but for the longest time, when I was in like that culinary and all that, I wanted to be a voice actor and do things like that. And just do things, be creative. And I was like, how would I do that? And then we find out that whole thing that I wanted to get into was corrupted and I wouldn't have gotten anywhere anyway. And guess what? I don't need that.
Now you're on IMDb.
Right here. Everything that was ever there is right here and it works perfectly.
I made it, Mom. I made it.
So all things work out in the end. Shout out. I'm on an IMDb page
where's
for playing
Mama
the
Badger?
Joker.
I haven't seen Mama
She might be
Badger yet.
sleepy. She might be sleepy. She knows. I know. Oh, I might get in trouble for not singing the thing. Oh, it's too late now.
So you actually had some journalistic integrity, and you actually watched the video. You want to go pull yours up?
We were right about everything, by the way.
It's nice to hear.
You wanted to know we were right about everything.
I mean, I'm always right about everything, but it's nice that some other people got to share in on that.
Oh, here, let's
Certainly, there have been times where, there's no way we're hiring a white male
Just
person.
kind of
Yeah.
unspoken.
There are times when it's
Racism!
spoken, but
How would they say it?
there's no way we're hiring a white male Mitchell. They say
Like straight to you, or okay?
be
He
very
gets-
careful how they message that to agents.
According to these
Clickbaiter
videotapes,
power.
Disney
we will skip ahead there a little bit. Yeah.
I'm tired of all this anti-clickbaiter racism.
But when you get to the part about how they get around it legally here.
I have friends in HR and I have friends in those divisions, and they're like, look, nobody else is going to tell you this, Mike, but they're not considering any white males for the shop. They're just not. That's not what they want.
They even passed over a qualified half-black person for promotion because
Amandla.
they didn't look black enough.
We wanted to
been
hire
non-binary.
somebody in the department a few years ago now, who was half black, but did.
By the way, he's on a date with a chick. I know he sounds gay. That's just
No,
California
I thought
straight. I'm sorry.
I thought he got another guy. I hadn't heard
You
the
gotta
woman talk.
understand, They have regressed. This is what what was her name? She was talking with Theory, something Sakan. Basically, a man these days that is straight, you would think is gay 20 years ago. That's you just thank society for that. That the holdouts that have. I love how James always has a 2 or 3 parts so they can establish a narrative right away. I mean,
I like how he usually will release the full thing too, because of course they always say edited, or what cheap fake, guys, cheap fake. Joe Biden is a spry young youth.
As we've got 9 minutes, let's get to the part where the language they use.
Like here at Black, and there was a creative executive who was like,
Well, Badger is supposedly Puerto
That's
Rican.
not what's wrong.
I guess I could get a tan.
They wanted somebody in meetings who would hear a
I have a
certain
tan now.
and he wasn't gonna bring that to the meeting. I mean, it kind of feels like at some point there's going to be a lawsuit.
Now, America First Foundation has already done a lawsuit in California where the laws are a little bit more easier to prove this sort of prejudice. And prejudice, it is indeed, my friends, despite what they want to say. Here, we're going.
It's about power.
And that is a lawyer talking. So how does Disney explain pushing these discriminatory?
Okay, just real quick.
It's like-
Killer Tide,
it's-
I'm not.
It's like what Elon says.
I'm not sure he's not gay. That being said, that's sort of how Veritas has worked. It's while
he's
on
drinking wine.
dates because people are trying to get laid, so they say things. He's on a date with a woman. Makes me think he might be, but maybe he's California straight.
Practices, they use code words and buzzwords.
Here, right here.
I'm guessing that there's a acceptable code words and buzzwords that are used to explain what they're looking for. They might say something like, look, we're not looking at like the usual suspects for this job.
By the way, shout out to Film Threat, Chris Gore, Alan Ng. They've been talking about this. We're not looking for the usual suspects. We're not looking for your traditional leading man. We're going in a different approach for the fucking. Ironically, those are dog whistles. It's code words. It's code words for no white man, male and pale is stale.
Actually, hold on.
Doesn't it feel good to
we're not gonna have
finally
time
see evidence?
So Justice Smith, the guy who was in Magical Society, is in a trans allegory movie, all directed by a trans person and whatnot. And I realized,
Magical Negro.
so I didn't even realize. Apparently, he came out as gay a little bit ago, and I was like, "Oh, that makes so much sense." And then that's when I realized, like, that he is basically like the Black Timothy Chalamet.
It's a honeypot, you moron. It's trying to get
Yeah.
my honey.
I assume, like, I don't think that because they always like hide who the people is, but I assume the ladies
clearly.
I
You
assume
think
they're
she's
pretty hot.
getting the honey? She has a pot there. She's not telling me about the lawsuit. Oh,
But yeah, I bring that up
use
because
coded language.
instead of having Arnold Schwarzenegger, we get Timothy Chalamet, and as we've discussed, there's no one they hate more than a strong black man. So instead, they get Justice Smith.
Not to be confused with gendered language, comrades, but they use code words.
Enough. So it's like not like a legally actionable thing. So everybody knows what it means. They, for writers and actors.
Yeah, I'm California
I
sober.
hear all the time, like, looking to hire writers and actors who.
Bro, How long has Gary and Drinker and Film Threat been saying they cast the writers, they cast the directors? The directors show up. Most of the shit has already, all the action scenes have already been shot by a second unit director. Most of the things, except for a couple feelings in hallways that they get to decide if the camera gets pointed this way or this way, but everything else is done and they show up and like, what are we doing? Hi, Nia DaCosta. That's what her example, the guys that did the Batgirl movie in the first couple of episodes of Miss Marvel, blabs the Tower Tards for 1 month. I'd like to imagine James O'Keefe has Mission Impossible mass tech that he uses to trap people. So there is no woman, only James. That would be awesome.
He,
and then
he has done some of them with the gay guys. So apparently he's attractive enough to get all the secrets. So
it's impressive, right? Bet you he took that as a dopamine hit. Mo Zamboni for 10. Erwin and I are on different sides of the internet force. He is now working. Now mine is messed up. We must bring balance. Also, I love how If You Like My Body is playing in the background of this video. Don't mention it. Don't tell the AI. I don't want to get claimed.
Bring diversity. I'm not looking to bring on any more clients who are like.
Oh my God.
And by the way,
sorry, we can't give you a loan. We can't give you a job. We can't do anything because you're white.
I'm sure. We can call it right there, I guess, on that, because it
sounds good. I got
the whole
stuff too.
Yeah,
thank you, Mo. By the way, thank you, Mo.
The point of it here, though, is no matter how much proof and no matter how obvious and shown to you it is, there's still people. Good. We need less white people in there. That's what this is. You've had your time, white men. Step back. We don't want more seats at the table. We want less. It's time for all our main characters. That half of them, well, a lot less than half, I hope, say that. But I've heard close personal friends that say that, like, sorry, I don't care. I don't care how it's done. Just want more black people on screen.
So if you guys aren't already subscribed to Angry Badger somehow, go subscribe to him because we do streams over there where you can watch me do things like break my lightsaber. Wait, or was that on this stream? I don't remember. But yeah, I already had a stream.
You did. It was one of the many, yeah.
So yeah,
just leave the figures alone.
For those that don't know, we do stream over there as well.
Get ready to see lawsuits. Lots of lawsuits.
What's Elon? Whenever he sees the DEI stuff, he always points out like this is illegal.
I get the feeling that Gino one is definitely going through.
Yeah, at least something. Something.
Yeah, no. Discovery is what we all need.
North of England, I believe you mean north of England. Thank you.
Shout out to Az. It was sweet when Gary and Az finally met.
Oh my God. Dude, I actually have. I think
back and forth from hugging.
I think I might be turning a little gay for you. There was some bro moment in, I think in Spawn, the two cops, Sam and Twitch, and it reminded me of us.
Oh,
and then I was like, wait, and then it reminded me of us in Lethal Weapon. I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm gay for Badger.
Yeah, I got you, partner. Well, much like those foxes, hold on, let me offend everyone by comparing us to police partners or guys in the battle. We're out here in the culture war, buddy, and you got the guy on your left and you got the guy on your right. You need to look for those guys.
Grandpa, did you fight in the culture war? Yeah, son, I was in the meme division.
I was once a cultural warrior, the same as your father. For over 1,000 generations, the YouTubers were the guardians of fandom. Yes. Till the dark times. Until the DEI infiltration.
My father was a clickbaiter, but I'm a memer. He kicked me out of the house at 18.
You guys are
so yeah.
Fucking social battery is overflowing.
Yeah,
turns out the only time it's hard to stream is when you're a lying piece of shit that has to pretend. But if you're honest and you believe everything you say, then it's just hanging out with the homies. So funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When we go for our first hug, we'll probably accidentally touch tips. Yeah, I said it.
Well, we'll generate. You think that's air you're breathing, Erwin?
Oh yeah, we're cosplay. We're reenacting Doctor Who. Oh my God. So
yeah, if I'm sure Leslie, we can suss this out so we can be straight and still have some sex.
Calling our relationship gay is reductive.
Let's not have it be reductive, all right?
All right, we're not capital Q queer, guys.
The mental math. Yeah, see, well, that's the thing. Well, it's a good thing we're going to have a stream tomorrow, and I have a stream tonight if you want, even though my good friend will not be with me.
The reason I just did the hour, you're welcome to invite me on. The reason we only go for an hour is because I used to do work in the mornings, but then like all my work now is at night. So honestly, we could start earlier. And starting next month, we're probably going to add another day. And
Nerd Wars to come on Friday night? Do you want Nerd Wars to come on Inside the Badgerton tonight with me and Mr. Tech Rat to go over the week of stories and talk S while he flings at things? If so, say yes in chat. Otherwise, it shall just be me and Mr. Tech Rat.
I'd probably have to come on a little late because my internet's been shit. So my
That's
uploading clips has been like 12:30.
You don't have to go on camera until you're ready to throw things.
Reductive. So she's playing the stupid game like she did in that interview.
You gotta come on tonight, buddy.
Oh, people are saying this is gay? That's so weird. And then 10 seconds later, everyone keeps telling me it's the gayest Star Wars ever. So she's just playing dumb. It's like with not John Rhys Davies, the Russell T. Davies rather, who's all like, oh, I made a gay Doctor Who. I made a queer Doctor Who. I had no idea. This is just like normal for me. I didn't try to make it. That's just my life, and it's normal to be gay as fuck.
Also admitted she knew how we would take it. Tonight at 9 p.m. PST, 12 o'clock God time, Eastern. We will have Inside the Badger Den, which is normally just me and Mr. Tech Rat, but by popular demand, Nerd Wars, because he can't get enough of us together. Darwin and the Beeve, he'll be on when he can, because he's got
when videos upload. Yes. So honestly, I feel sad that people would think that if something were gay, that would be bad. Well, stop making everything gay and it being bad, and then we wouldn't assume it's gonna be bad.
What my video coming out at 3 o'clock, I believe, goes over this in detail, but out of one side of her mouth, she laments the fact that, gay people, queer people have a stereotype, which is sort of what I was talking to Bo DeMeo about. Like, there's a stereotype that if you're gay and in Hollywood, all you do is write about gay people and you make every character gay and blah, 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 blah. But then, while saying that and lamenting that stereotype, she goes and does that. And she specifically makes the group matriarchal and 2 gay leads and makes Jackie gay for OSHA. And it's like, bro, why would you do that then if you were trying to break some sort of stereotype? All you did was increase it.
I can't believe that you on the internet would somehow dismantle what she considers to be the most important piece of art that she's ever made. Oh, you should probably just look for a new career then, girl. Oh my God. Because I understand why people would give it a 0.5 out of 5 stars on Rotten Tomatoes. The 5 out of 5 though, no. No. Sorry. No. You're allowed to like it. You're allowed to like it all you want. Like, Badger loves Gladiator, and I'm like, it's an 8 out of 10. We have different tastes, but if you think this is a 10 out of 10, then what's Godzilla -1? A 20 out of 10?
I go back to what traits, what job qualities does a personal assistant have beyond making coffee, scheduling meetings, and holding down struggling starlets have to make a Star Wars show? What does she have that made her a fucking writer, director, showrunner?
I almost lightsaber my balls off. It's similar to like a Kim Belair, where like you get in as like a community manager and then you get in a little something else. It seems one of those, and it's just like, hey guys, I was Harvey's personal assistant. Give me a chance at being a producer or something. Or else.
Yeah. Hey Kathy, remember when you sent Kelly over and I got her that job? Be a shame if it were to find out how we did. So why don't you give me a Star Wars theory? And Kathy was like, okay, I'll give you a Star Wars. Sounds like Nancy Pelosi. You ever seen Nancy Pelosi and Kathleen Kennedy in the same place and time? I haven't either.
Oh
Isn't that weird?
They have a very similar cackle.
I think it's a lot like this go where Palpatine and Sidious look a lot alike. I don't know. They might be the same guy.
I've talked about and with the death of Superman when they have the two like Clark Kent and Superman next to each other, and Lois is like, oh shoot, we have them next to each other so people won't suspect. The two guys that look fucking identical next to each other, you're taking photos.
How about those twins that are totally the same? They're identical.
Yeah, and then they say, you're just complaining because they're gay, and it's like, I love Death of Superman. That's a really good series. And it was fucking retarded that they're...
Oh, someone hit me in the... By the way, they're still late and gay, so we're waiting. We'll let you know as soon as they start. Someone hit me in the thing where my video about Jackie confirmed being gay and Daphne Keene being asked about the wonderfully gay agenda and her being so happy that would question... Right. Nowhere in there All right, they're starting. I say nowhere in there did I phrase it as a negative. I just pointed out that it was a thing and it was a bit on the nose.
And I called it from the beginning. When she says, oh, I'm better than like an R2 droid because I'm more flexible, I was like, did she just hit on that 15-year-old? Correct. The queer hit on the 15-year-old queer.
Strap on.
They need to have an adult teach them about their sexuality so they're prepared when they're an adult.
All right.
Friday night
inside the Badgered In, 9 p.m. PSD, my channel. Tomorrow morning.
I uploaded Friday Night Tights reviews, the Acolyte episode 1 with lots of editing. If you enjoy my documentaries and you're like, why aren't you still making those kind of videos? Because they take way too long. But this one's got quite a bit of editing, and I think you will enjoy it. Badger, you got any streams tonight you want to plug for a second time?
Yeah. Shout out. Or a third or a fourth. Well, you'll be joining me when you can tonight with me and Mr. Tech Rat on Inside the Badgered In, 9 p.m. my channel. Check it out. We go over all the videos I made briefly throughout the week and talk about, oh boy, the fun things that have happened.
So I think we broke 200. Tomac already said Tales of Earthsea, so tomorrow we'll figure out what movie we're adding to the list for that. You guys are so supportive. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to have working internet soon because of you guys, I swear. Haha, Mo Zamboni, suck it! No.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Oh!
Come on!
Oh!
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either.
Thank you all. This support means so freaking